John Russell, Sligo Rovers manager. Good to be back. Another season ahead. Looking forward to the challenge.
Yeah, delighted to be back. It's great to be on the grass. All the players reported back 3 days ago, so a few sessions done, and very happy where all the lads have returned and they're in good shape.
Where are you at now with pre-season? Are you still in the running phase with no footballs, or are you back into playing with a little bit of football and a little bit of tactical stuff?
Yeah, a bit of everything. The first 2 days there was some testing, lads in the gym, and a couple of lads were doing some runs, and a lot of football today, and we had a couple of afternoon sessions the previous 2 days. So yeah, it's a mix. Pre-season's always it's tough for every club, but it's enjoyable as well. I think it's changed from years ago where they probably didn't see the balls for 2 weeks, where now the balls are out and you're working on your style of play straight away and integrating it, and we've a lot of new players. So we want to get the balls out and develop our style, and we're looking forward to the challenge now.
Yeah, speaking of the new players, it was really refreshing and nice to see them all settling in so well today and enjoying their training.
Yeah, no, we've recruited 6-7 new players, held on to the bulk of the squad from last year, so we're in a good place. Starting pre-season with nearly the whole squad intact, and it does give you a chance to work on your style and for the lads to integrate quickly, and it's a real family atmosphere around the club, and even the people behind the scenes, any new players that come in here, they're really well looked after around their apartments, their food, and from Colin Feely leading it as CEO all the way to the committee, they can't do anything, or they do so much for all the players here. It's great to see.
There's a lot of excitement with the couple of the Swedish lads coming in. Obviously Bogdan has signed and he's played with Frank previously. What can the supporters expect to see from these guys in the season ahead?
Yeah, for me, they're quality players. I wouldn't be bringing them to the club if I didn't think they were. And we're delighted to get the likes of Bogdan in. He's a player I've been watching probably for 2 years now. I studied Estonia for my pro licence, and would have seen a lot of the national team games. And he's currently playing for the team. He's starting, and we see him and Frank being big players for us this season. Frank came in halfway through the year, and I think he settled in well, and the fans could see the quality he had with the goals he scored and his creativity, and to get Bogdan into the club, it's another real statement of intent. And the other guys we've recruited, Lucas, he's a ball playing centre midfielder, really good range of passing, physically strong, aggressive. Johan and Gary Boylan as full-backs. Obviously everyone wouldn't be aware of Gary. Fantastic footballer, really good athlete, knows the club well and hungry to kick on. And Johan, another attacking full-back. You've got Danny Lafferty, who's come in from Derry. International footballer, played for his country, knows the league, really good quality as well. So delighted to get him in. And James Finnerty was another one probably under the radar for a lot of people, but I've noticed James over the last few seasons, and guy who was in England, came back, but has really good attributes that I like. And we're still in the market. If we can get 1 or 2 more players in to strengthen us, because it's going to be a long season, but we're in a good place. Looking
back at last season, what do you think, I suppose, yourself and the group learned?
Yeah, you're learning every day. I felt consistency was a big one. We're looking to change the mentality of the club and the players, that every week you're going out and you should be expecting to win matches, and trying to be challenged at the top end of the table. But to do that, it's working day in, day out. You can't just have a good performance and then next week have a draw and a defeat and maybe a win. Then 3 weeks later, it's consistency. That's the key one. And we're chasing down the teams at the top. Dundalk had their stint in the league where they, for 3, 4, 5 years, they were the dominant force, and Shamrock Rovers have come, and things have seemed to go in cycles in our league. But I feel the group that we've assembled, we're probably going to need a couple of transfer windows, but the staff that we've assembled, the group of players, I think we've got a chance of doing quite well this year.
Is there any update? A lot of people are wondering about the fitness of Gary Buckley. Obviously, the last couple of years, he's been undoubtedly one of, if not the best centre halves in the league, and I'm sure, like the rest of the supporters, you're very keen to see him back in a red shirt on the pitch. Yeah, Gary's a Rolls Royce. He's a top defender. Unbelievable on the ball, his range of passing, and he's so experienced. He's won leagues and cups, and he's a big player for us. And even in Europe, you saw how well he played in those games, and he was just unfortunate that the injury picked up over in Norway. But he's doing really well in his rehab. He was out jogging this morning around the pitches, and that's good to see him back, because it's a long road when you have a major operation. But he's in a good place, and he just has to go through the steps now towards his recovery, and hopefully we'll see him back at some stage during the summer. And looking ahead to the start of the season, as well as most, the buzz around the showgrounds when it's packed. You must be looking forward to the opening fixture against Shamrock Rovers here in February.
Yeah, what a game. It was the game I wanted. I wanted to get them at home. First game, packed house. We saw it during the summer when the European games, when it was sold out here, the atmosphere was electric. And, that first night now, the 18th of February, that's what we're building towards. And hopefully we'll have a top performance.